Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a makeup collection declutter. Typically I do one of these videos or typically a series of declutters around this time in summer, and this year is a little bit different because I'm having my first baby in June, and he actually may already be here by the time you see this video. I'm pre-filming a little bit. These are gonna be a little bit different than declutters you've seen on my channel in the past. So typically I've done a category-based declutter, meaning I do a specific video for each category. So foundation and concealer I usually do together, then a blush video, a bronzer video. This time we're gonna do a part 1 and a part 2. That's it. We're gonna go through basically these 3 drawers of my collection for part 1, and then we're gonna go through the other side for part 2. And this is just gonna be a little bit more of a speed review declutter. This is not gonna be, I shouldn't say review, it's gonna be a speedy declutter, meaning I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on each product and swatch it and all of that, mainly because right now I don't have the energy for all that. And it's already going to be a struggle for me to get these declutters edited at this time because of, you know, obviously having a baby, a lot of new things going on. So I think a part 1 and a part 2, just kind of speedily going through my collection and my drawers, is going to be the most realistic thing right now. So that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to go through each drawer. I'm going to go through each product, but I'm going to do it quickly. And a lot of it, I might grab like multiples and say all of these are going. You know, you may see me get rid of things that I do like, but maybe they're old, they're expired, they're the wrong shade, or maybe they just don't work for my skin very well anymore because, you know, I've changed in the last year. I've now probably had a baby. My skin is different. I'm a little bit older. I just feel like I really need to clean some of this stuff out. And I do this as a job. So yes, I have a ton of makeup. Nobody needs this much. Keep that in mind as you watch this. And as you watch any declutter from a makeup YouTuber, just keep that in mind that we review products, we get sent products. So we do have an astronomical amount of makeup, and you do not need this. Nobody needs this. But, you know, you do have to kind of go through and get rid of some stuff every now and then. Typically, I do it every summer. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to start with part 1, which will be foundations, concealers, bronzers, blushes, powders, and highlighters. So a lot. So we better get started. But if you are new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty content here on my channel. I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. But let's just go ahead and get into the declutter. All right, let's get started. We're gonna start with this drawer, which has primer, foundation, concealer, and color corrector. This is the drawer that needs it the most. So yeah, this is gonna be quite the project, but this drawer is out of control, and every time I open this, it stresses me out. So we got a lot of work to do here. So I suppose we will start with, okay, we're gonna start with primers, which are primarily right here. And then I have a few of them standing right here, but they're mostly in this one container right here. I think I'm just gonna start grabbing things, and I'm gonna start with the obvious things that are gonna go. I have the Milk Hydro Grip, the glowy one. This is gonna go. This does not work for me. Every single time I try to use this, it pills. With everything I try it with, I don't know why or what the deal is with this, but every time I've tried it, no matter what product I pair it with, I have trouble with it. So that is gonna go. The Milk Power Grip Primer, I don't use this. This is a good one if you're someone that has trouble with your makeup kind of wearing away, but I just don't use this kind of primer ever. That's gonna go. The Huda Easy Blur Primer. This is also gonna go. It's very smoothing, very mattifying, and right now I do not need any of that with my skin. In fact, I have a few other primers in here that are also kind of smoothing and blurring. And this is okay. I never like fell madly in love with this. I think it's fine, but I don't need it. So that is gonna go. I've got the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. Also the Shiseido Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer. Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. Like, these are all basically the same thing, and I very rarely use this type of product. So I definitely don't need all 3 of these. I think I might keep one of them just to have, but I definitely don't need all 3. I also have this Tarte Timeless Pore Smoothing Primer. This is fantastic. If you struggle with large pores, it's really, really good, but I'm just not in a point where I'm using things like this. And I did a few years ago, but honestly, my makeup style has changed. I wear lighter makeup like 90% of the time. I just don't use things like this. So that's gonna go. Now I'm gonna keep one of these. I'm just trying to decide which one. I think I'm gonna let go of Rare Beauty, although this is a great primer. This is definitely expired though, it's very old. And the Shiseido one is old as well, to be honest. Yeah, the Shiseido can go. I might hold on to this Smashbox one because this is definitely the newest one of all of these. And I mean, this is a good primer if you like this type of thing. But then the other part of me is like, okay, do you really need a pore smoothing primer? Probably not. Okay. Actually, that's gonna go. That's gonna go also. In terms of things, I'm going to keep this new primer I just got from Ciel, the Prime and Protect. This is brand new to me. Has SPF 30, it's mineral, and it has some glow to it, some hydration. I like this so far, and this is pretty new, so that can stay. The Refi Primer, what is this called? The Glow and Sculpt. This is the one that has the little roller. This is also new to me. I'm still testing that, but that's gonna stay. I do actually like the MAC Studio Radiance primer. It's actually very similar to NARS, but I prefer the MAC. The MAC's a much more hydrating formula. This one from NARS, the light reflecting, is a little bit more of like a pearly, like a gel consistency. Oh gosh, it's gotten all weird and gross. The MAC one is more of like a lotiony texture. And I don't know, I prefer the MAC one. So MAC is gonna stay. I'm gonna declutter NARS. Also a declutter, the In Beauty Project Face Glaze Bronze. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. I do not use products like this hardly ever. This was sent to me a long time ago in PR, and it's just not something that I use. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the bronze. I also have this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum Foundation. This is really nice. I really like this. It's got a little bit of color. It has a little bit of a bronzy tint to it, but I do like this enough to hang on to it. So that one can stay. I have Westman, the Super Loaded Tinted Highlighter. So this I got in a gift set. I believe it was one of the Nordstrom anniversary gift sets a while ago, but I feel like mine is all separated. Let me try to shake it up. I don't know what I would really use this for, and I haven't reached for it at all, really. Okay, that one's gonna go. L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. Okay, I'm not using this right now in pregnancy because it has salicylic acid in it. I don't really know why that's in this product, but even when I can use this, I love the way this looks on my skin, but every time I use this, I get little white bumps on my skin the next day. I don't know, something in it must just not agree with my skin, because that's unusual for me. I don't typically have issues with things like that, but for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that because every time I use it, that happens. And then I have Victoria Beckham. This is the Cell Rejuvenating Primer, the golden one. This is so beautiful. It's so expensive, but of all the golden primers that I've tried, this one is my favorite by far. It's very thin, very hydrating, and it's golden. It gives you some glow and some color without being too much. That one can stay. And then the last in here, RMS Beauty Radiance Locking Primer. I do like this one as well. It's pretty similar to the MAC one, the Studio Radiance, but I do like this and I can see myself using this, so that can stay. I did have this in here. I don't really consider this a primer, the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow. So I think this is supposed to be more of like a highlighter, but you can obviously use it as primer. And this is, I like this product, but I kind of forget that I have it, to be honest. I do like it though, and I would definitely keep it. But I don't even know if it needs to be in this drawer, to be honest, but this is gonna stay. And then the only other priming products that I really have are these. So the Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I actually don't really use this product anymore. Also, these are very old and I think I can let them go. So those are gonna go. I could see myself maybe buying it again in the future. I'm gonna keep this one though, the Forever Glow Star Filter from Dior. Very similar to Charlotte Tilbury, and this is a much newer product. So this I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna declutter Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, we're off to a pretty good start here. So let's move into foundations. I kind of moved the camera, angled it over this way. All right, I think the easiest way to do this is to pick out the things that I know I'm gonna keep first and then get into the stuff that is gonna go. But we are gonna get rid of some stuff here, so just be prepared. Okay, Fenty Soft Lit Foundation. Okay, I have a darker shade in 230 and a lighter shade in 150. 150 is a like spot on shade match for me if I have no color, so no self tan, no natural tan, just my natural skin tone. Shade 150, really good. So for obvious reasons, I'm gonna keep 150. I'm torn on 230 just in case I wanna like mix it with 150 because I love this foundation. I said I wasn't gonna keep too many things that are not the right shade, but I feel like I might do that and mix if I needed to with this one. So these can stay. Another obvious keep, CL Tint and Protect Light number 3. This is my favorite skin tint at the moment. If I had to pick one, this is Holy Grail status. I love it. So that is an easy keep. Other easy keeps, even though I cannot use them right now. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer. I miss this so much. It's been like 9 months since I've used this. This has a chemical SPF in it. That's why I'm not using it. I'm currently about 37 weeks pregnant. But you best believe when I can use these again, you will be seeing these again because I love this product. For every day. It's thin, lightweight, gives a little coverage, wears all day. It's great. So those will stay. Another obvious keep, Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow. Another foundation that I love. That's why I have 2 shades. I have one in 06, which is my fair shade, and 2 in 22, which I can wear if I have self-tan or something like that. But this, again, favorite foundation. So hydrating, a little bit glowy, medium coverage. One of my favorites in my collection. So those can stay. Another obvious keep, Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation. I have shade B20. This I would say is kind of similar, honestly, to the Fenty Soft Lit, but I love this. Love it so much. This is like a light medium coverage, but so thin and just beautiful on the skin. I love it. So that one will stay. Another obvious keep here. So I have 3 of the Estee Lauder. I have 3 of the Armani Luminous Silk foundations. This is 4.75. This is a great shade for me if I have no color. It matches my skin pretty well. That's a little mini. This shade, I have 2 shade number 5s. This one is my old one, like it's really, really old and there's not a ton left in here. That's gonna go. I'm gonna keep this one. This is a newer shade 5. that works for me as well. I can really wear 4.75 or 5. So I'm going to keep those two and get rid of the old one. I just got this, the Givenchy Prisme Libre Glow Serum Foundation. So this is brand new to me. 1.5C is the shade that I have, and it's a very good match for me. But that is brand new. So that I am going to keep. I'm going to keep my Chanel Water Fresh Tint. I have shade Medium Light. I love this, especially for summertime when it's hot. I love to use this and then just kind of spot conceal with concealer. So that will stay. I will also keep the Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydrolux Foundation. Since my skin is dry right now, this does work for me. I know not everyone loves this one, but I do think if you have very dry skin and you like a lighter coverage, this is a beautiful foundation, just not one that's gonna work for everyone. But I will definitely be keeping. First, Multi-Serum Skin Tint. Love this. This is, I can't believe honestly that this is, well, it's not technically drugstore, but you can get it at Target. So I'm gonna consider it drugstore. It's like $19.99, but it's so nice. SPF 40, gives a little bit of coverage, and it's just really, really pretty on the skin. I really, really like that. So that can stay. Oh, okay, Prada Skin Optimizing Foundation will also stay. This I do not wear at the moment, again, because it has the chemical SPF in it. But when I can wear this again, I will absolutely wear it. This is one of my favorite soft matte foundations. So this one's not super glowy, but it's a really good long wearing, like special occasion foundation. So I will keep that. Okay, what else am I forgetting? Oh, this will stay, Forever Nude from Dior. Another really pretty one. Very similar to Makeup Forever HD Hydra Glow. In fact, they're very, very similar. This is really good, especially if you have normal dry skin. It's a pretty solid medium coverage, but again, very similar to the Hydra Glow from Makeup Forever. So if you have that one, you definitely don't need this one, but I have both and I like both. So I'm going to keep that. What else here? Another keep Chantecaille Future Skin. Oh my gosh. This is so nice. It's a gel foundation. So it's kind of feels like a moisturizer when you're applying it. It's on the thicker side, but it doesn't look thick on the skin. It just looks like a really, really juicy, hydrated, like plump base when I wear this, and shade Alabaster is a really good one for me. This I love, so that can stay. Dior Stick Foundation in 1.5 Neutral, another one that I really like. One of my favorite stick foundations that I've tried, to be honest, and this is a good shade, so that can stay. And I think those are all of like the obvious ones that I'm gonna keep. So now we're gonna get into some that are gonna go. I have this Fenty Eavesdrop. This is old. I love this. I would buy this again at some point, but this is so old, like I don't even want to tell you how old this is. And it needs to go. It's actually almost empty anyway, so that can go. I have two of the Sephora Skin Tints, Reveal the Real. This is nice, but I don't know. I loved it when I first tried it, but then since then, I'm just not reaching for it. I have other things that I just like a lot more than this, so I feel like I can let these go. I think this is okay for Sephora collection. It's pretty affordable and it's not a bad product. It's just not something that I'm in love with. So those can go. I'm going to declutter Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation because this is very similar to several of the other foundations that I kept, but I like the other ones more than this one. This one is my least favorite. This one is fine, but it doesn't wear as long as my Makeup Forever, and it's very similar to like the Hydra Nude from Dior. I have others that I like and I reach for over and over this one. So that one's gonna go. Also gonna go Huda Easy Blur. This is a pretty foundation, but this is another one that I just have never fallen in love with. I don't know. Something about it is just not my favorite. It's, I don't know, a little too heavy for me for what I wear like 9 times out of 10. Because that's the thing, I just don't wear a ton of coverage a lot. So I don't need a ton of options with a ton of coverage, you know, and this is just not a favorite. So those are gonna go. Makeup by Mario, Surreal Skin, and 5N. This is, again, another one I'm just not in love with. I wish I loved it, and part of it is the shade is not great. The shade is pretty warm to be a neutral to me, and it's, again, it's a lot of coverage. I don't know. I just don't reach for it. I think that can go. This is super old, the Moisture Foundation from Coke & Dough. 113 is pretty good shade. This is nice, but honestly, this is not worth like the $95 in my opinion. This was, I got it on a sale, I remember, but not worth it. It is pretty, but it's not worth that. And it's almost gone anyway, so that can go. NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is gonna go only because it's old and it's expired. I do love this foundation though. I would absolutely buy this again. This used to be like my #1 foundation, but this is just like, this is really, really old. And I don't know that I should be using this anymore. I should probably buy a new one. But I do love this from NARS. The only thing about NARS that drives me nuts is that pretty much all their shades run yellow. Like Deauville is the one that I wear. See how yellow it is? It's supposed to be a neutral tone too, but it runs pretty yellow to me. So that one's gonna go. I will probably buy that again at some point though. Both of these are gonna go. Tower 28 Sunny Days. This is expired and it's too dark. So that is gonna go. I have a lighter shade already in my everyday makeup right now that I am gonna keep because I like the product, but that one's just old. This is also expired, the Yensa Full Coverage BB CC Cream. Great product though. Similar to It Cosmetics CC Cream. And this one, the only thing is it has a pretty strong smell, but it gives great coverage. It's really pretty. This was a favorite for me for quite a while, but this is really old. So that is gonna go. Also gonna go Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. Oh, it's also expired. This one is okay. But again, it's pretty full coverage, not something I wear a lot. And I don't know, it's just not one that I ever find myself wanting to use and reach for over other things. So I think that can go. Also going to go RMS Beauty Re-Evolve Foundation. This is so pretty, but this shade is just all wrong. It's 11.5 and every time I try to use it, I have to mix it with like 2 or 3 different things to get the color right, and it's just too much and it's annoying and I'm not gonna do that. So that will be decluttered. I will keep actually the Revlon Skin Caring Foundation. I didn't see this over here, but this is fantastic. My favorite drugstore foundation, if I had to pick one, would probably be this one. It's very nice. Not a ton of coverage, but you can still get like a light medium with it. It's very hydrating on the skin. If you have mature skin, you would probably really like this. No one gives this one any love, but it's very good. So I will keep that. Gonna declutter this Dr. Jart BB Balm. this is old. I don't even know how long I've had this, but it's been a while. And not something that I reach for. e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. I like this, but am I gonna reach for it? Probably not. This is not one that I don't know. It's okay. It's pretty. I did use this, I wanna say like 6 months ago. I pulled this out for a video and I did like it, but I just don't, of everything that I have, I'm not gonna pull this out, I don't think. So that is gonna go also. Then I have 2 from MAC. I have Face and Body. I can't tell you how many times I bought this and then I end up decluttering it. And part of it is because I can't get the shade right. Like this is shade C2. And I feel like this is something that I should like, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Every time I use this, I just don't love it. I don't love it. So I'm gonna test this shade again. I mean, it looks like a decent shade on my hand. I don't know. This is one that maybe should go in the maybe pile because I feel like I'm like missing something with this one. All right, we're gonna start a maybe pile. That MAC foundation is gonna go in there. Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation. I actually like this as well. This is similar, I would say, to like the Le Beige Healthy Glow from Chanel. Very similar formula, and this is actually a good shade. This is shade N12. That one can stay. Okay, Estee Lauder Double Wear. Again, like this is such like a classic, but I don't use it. We might put that in the maybes as well. Maybe About Face, The Performer. Ugh, this is another one that I'm definitely not in love with this, but I don't dislike it. It's one of those where I feel like maybe I haven't given it enough of a chance. Put that in the maybes. Maybelline Super Stay. Okay. I have shade 120 and 112. I actually really like this product. This is this is probably my favorite skin tint from the drugstore if I was picking one. I have 112 and 120. I can mix them. I can usually wear 112 on its own. 120 is typically a little bit dark, but this is a really pretty product. I'm gonna keep that one. This is brand new, so I'm gonna keep it. The Milk Hydro Grip, I'm still kind of testing that. Purito BB Cream, another really good one. Why have I not used this lately? I honestly kind of forgot that I have this. Similar to Misha BB Cream. I do prefer the Purito one though. That one can stay. I just got these and I'm torn on these because these are new from Jane Iredale. The Skin Tuition Foundation. They sent me all three of these. None of them are like a perfect shade. So I have to mix them, which is kind of unfortunate because I really don't want to keep all three of these. I have 26, 28, and 30. I'm going to hang on to them for now because they're brand, like I literally just got these like 2 days ago. And I haven't played with them enough to really decide which ones I should keep, what shades work the best. So those can stay for now. Anastasia, the new one, the Impeccable Foundation. I like this. This is very full coverage though. Very full coverage. And like I've been saying, it's just, I don't reach for full coverage things very much at all. That one's gonna go in the maybe. And it's not because it's a bad product. It's just because I'm not using things like that right now. So do I keep it? I can't decide. I have the Haus Labs foundation in the white color. That's just like a mixer that I use to make things lighter. Then I have Haus Labs in 160. I don't like this shade at all. Even if I try to make it lighter with the pigment mixer, I still don't like the shade. I don't like the undertone. I bought a new one during the Sephora sale that's not in this drawer that I'm gonna keep instead. So this one is gonna go. I don't like that shade. Sigma Skin Tint. I have shade 2 and shade 3. I don't think I need those. I feel like I'm not going to use them if I hang on to them. I will keep Ilia Skin Rewind. I kind of rediscovered this recently in shade 9N. Really, really nice. This one's a little bit more of a matte stick foundation. Very different from the Dior one that we're keeping. But I actually like that, so that one can stay. I will declutter this CC Matte from It Cosmetics. It's actually, I might sell that one because it's pretty new and it has chemical SPF, so I can't use it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that. What else do I have? Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint can stay. I like that one. I have Chantecaille Just Skin Tinted Moisturizer in Bliss. This can also stay. This color isn't the absolute best, but I can make this work in the summertime. It's a little bit dark, but usually I can make this work. So that can stay. I am actually going to declutter this. The MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. Okay, when I use this like this looks like Tin Man on me. I can't, even if I use it just like as a light base with concealer, it's too much glow for me. Every time I use it, I just don't love how it looks. And I feel like that can go. L'Oreal Le Glow Tint. I do like this. It does oxidize a little bit, which is annoying, but on the skin, this is really pretty. It's like the Glotion from L'Oreal, but this one doesn't cause the little white bumps like that one does, like I was talking about earlier. So that one can stay. Jones Road What the foundation. I actually like this. I could see where, unless you have super dry skin, you probably won't like this. But right now, this actually works well for me. So I am going to keep that one. MAC Studio Fix Tech. This is pretty new to me. I have not played with this a ton. I bought this after watching Alexa Chan use this all the time, and it always looks so good on her. And I feel like I haven't used this enough to really say what I think about it. So that I will keep for now. I need to play with it some more. I have some of the Merit sticks here. I have Linen, Dune, and they actually just sent me a new shade of this. I actually do like this. I'm gonna keep those. Tom Ford stick. Oh my gosh, this is so good, but it's discontinued. But this is such a pretty product. I just can't bring myself to get rid of this one, even though you can't get it. That is so pretty. Patrick Ta foundation, I actually love, but this is super old. Like, I don't know how old this is, but it's old. I'm gonna let that go. I have the Westman Skin Tint in Atelier 2. This is not a great shade. It's very yellow, and it's okay. It's not something that I love. Like, I'm definitely not gonna reach for this over a lot of the things I'm keeping. So that can go. I have two of the Tier foundations. I have 21C and 21N. This is actually very pretty. It's very surprising to me, but I actually do like these. And I can wear either of them. Those I'm gonna keep as well, because I like those. Blue color corrector from LA Girl. I'm gonna keep this, although I will say I do find this kind of hard to use because I never know how much to use. Sometimes it makes things look green almost, and it does kind of get dry and goopy after you haven't used it for a while, but it's like one of the only blue color correctors out there, so I'm gonna keep it. But I don't love the formula on this, but sometimes it does come in handy. Okay, that is it for foundation. I feel like I definitely could have gotten rid of a few more foundations. Maybe we'll go through again at the end of this drawer, but let's go ahead and finish up with concealer. All right, moving into correctors and concealers that are over here. I'm gonna try to move more quickly because I still feel like I'm taking too long. So I'm just gonna start grabbing the ones that are staying, and I may just give very little context as to why. So I'm gonna start picking them more quickly, and because for the most part I know which ones I want to keep and which ones I don't. I do still have a little bit of the maybe pile from the foundations. So maybe we'll add a few of these to that pile, but we'll see. Okay, so my color correctors are right here. Keep Kosas. I have the lightest one and the second lightest one. This has been like my go-to lately, full coverage corrector. So those are easy keeps. The Sicily Fido Eclat has a really long name. I think this is fine. It was super expensive, so I'm gonna keep it and continue to use it. But honestly, I've never fallen in love with this formula, but I know a lot of people love it, but we will keep it for now. My Cali Rays, of course, are gonna stay. Love that formula. Natasha Denona, I'm gonna keep this for video purposes. This is not my favorite formula though, at all. It, in my opinion, is a different formula than the High Glam Concealer, which I love, but the corrector is not, it's not my favorite, but I do a lot of corrector videos, so for that reason, I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to declutter these, all of these. Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. Never been a huge fan of it. I just don't think it does much. Neutrogena Color Corrector is actually great, but this is no longer sold, sadly. They've discontinued these. The Tarte Creaseless, again, it's okay. I have 2 shades, the lightest one and the second lightest one, but it's just not a favorite for me. And I don't see myself really featuring them in a video, so those are all gonna go. Exa High Fidelity Color Correctors, another one of my favorite formulas. Kind of similar to the Kosas one. I have pink and peach. I'm going to keep both because I like to mix them. Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector Stick, always a stay. Bobbi Brown Original in Bisque, longtime favorite. I'm going to get rid of this from Revlon, Color Correcting Concealer. I tried this. This is a new launch from them, and it really does nothing. It's very sheer. Just not a huge fan of it. So that is gonna go. Trish McAvoy Instant Eye Lift. I'm torn on this one. I might put this in the maybes because I don't dislike this, but it doesn't do enough typically in terms of color correcting for me to use it a ton. So I don't know if I need to keep this. Kind of same with this Makeup Forever one. Typically, I mix the Makeup Forever with something else. These two are kind of the same shade. They're very, very light pinky peach, and y'all know how I feel about that. That's more of a brightener, not really a color corrector. We'll put those in the maybe for now. Milani Under Eye Tint. This is good, but I have not reached for this, and I cannot tell you how long. I used to use this quite a bit. I don't know why I quit using this. I might hold on to that. I like to have one green color corrector. I don't really use them very much, but I'm gonna hold on to this just to have that option. I have this color correcting wheel from Ofra. This was sent to me a while ago. Not something that I really use very much at all. So that I'm going to declutter. I have the Beauty Pie Super Luminous Under Eye Corrector. I got sent this a long time ago. I've used it like once. It's a deeper color, so I could not wear it on its own, but I could wear it with concealer over the top. I just don't really know how I feel about this one. Okay, that's gonna go in the maybes. Huda Correctors. I'm gonna keep them because I love them, but they are so messy. That's why mine are standing, because these leak. The packaging is terrible, but the product is really, really good. So I'm gonna keep them. I wish they would fix the packaging though. And Sigma Corrector, easy to keep on that. I love that one. And let's see, that's it for corrector. Other than I do have my Pixie one in my everyday makeup right now. And that's an easy keep. All right, finally for concealers. I have a lot of concealers because concealer and foundations, those are two products that I love. I love it. I honestly probably like concealer even more than foundation. So I end up with a lot of them. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna know what I want to keep here. So this should be pretty quick. Okay, so you'll see I have a lot of shades of the ones that I really like. So I have Tower 28. This is one of my favorite concealers. I love how lightweight and hydrating this is. I have K-Town for when I'm darker. CC and DTLA is my favorite. Honestly, I could probably get rid of CC because I don't use that one that much. I use these two quite a bit. But I love this concealer, so no. We're gonna keep those. Say Concealer, never fallen in love with this. The shade is not great and the formula is nothing exciting or special. That's gonna go. Chanel Sublimage Concealer. Oh, this is a really, really good one. So hydrating and just, I love it. That's a great one. So that is an easy keep. Here, oh, there it is. Holy Grail Concealer. I actually have 4 of them. I have another new one. I have one of the new shades of this concealer. Natasha Denona High Glam. I mean, this is Holy Grail for me. I can use N2, I can use RN3. I just got RN 2.5, which is one of the new shades. And then if I have like self-tan or something, I have shade N6 as well. Those are definitely staying. Also staying, Hourglass, Vanish Concealer in Silk and Cedar. Silk is a little bit lighter. Cedar is just a little bit darker. I can really wear either one, but again, another favorite for me. Those are staying. Keeping the Sarah Creel. I just got that concealer. Fenty We're Even Hydrating Concealer, another one of my favorites. I'm going to keep. Dior Forever Skin Correct. This I actually haven't had for that long, but I do enjoy this concealer, so that I will definitely keep. So I'm picking the ones that I know I'm going to keep right away. This is brand new. I'm still testing the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I wasn't sure about this at first, but every time I use it, I seem to like it more and more. This one is definitely growing on me, so that one is going to stay. Kosas Revealer Concealer, I like. That one can stay. I have two Makeup by Mario concealers. I also like this one. I have 160 and 190. I kind of mix them or just use both depending on what my skin is like at the time, but those can stay. CL Concealer. I don't love this under my eyes. I do love it all over my face. It's just a little bit too drying for me for the under eyes, but I am going to keep that. I do like the product. Glossier Stretch Concealer. I've kind of fallen in love with this recently, and I don't know why, because I do know why. My skin is a lot more dry now, so that works really well for me. So that I can keep. Victoria Beckham. Really nice. Super expensive, but very nice, like no makeup concealer. Westman Concealer, I don't love the shade that I have, but I can make it work. And this is pretty new. This is shade L4. It's just a little bit warm. And then NARS Radiant Creamy is a classic. I still really like that one. So those three can stay. I am gonna keep Tarte Shape Tape. This is the creamy version in shade 20 Light. I actually still like that. I have a mini of it too. I don't know why. I'm going to get rid of the mini. I don't really need that. This concealer. Favorite drugstore concealer right here. NYX Bear With Me in the shade Light. So good. It honestly kind of reminds me of Tower 28 concealer, but that's a really great drugstore product in my opinion. Now we're going to start getting rid of some here. All right, I'm gonna get rid of Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow. This one is just fine. There's nothing special about it. I never reach for it. It's pretty light coverage. I just don't think I need that. Tarte Creamy Creaseless. Kind of feel the same way about this that I do the Corrector. It's fine, but it's definitely not a favorite for me. Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. It's okay, but nothing to write home about. I love the NYX Bear With Me so much more. Okay, Givenchy Skin Caring Concealer I actually like. It's very similar to Lancome. I prefer Givenchy Lancome. I like, but not as much as this one. The formula is very, very similar. So I'm going to keep Givenchy and Declutter Lancome. Ofra concealers, they're too light. Number one, like really, really light, and I don't love the formula anyway. So those can go. Shiseido Synchro Skin, fantastic concealer, but this is so old. I mean, it's years old at this point. And did they discontinue this? I went to find this the other day and I could not find it online. And the places I could find it, it was like out of stock in every shade, which makes me very, very sad. So that can go. Yummy Skin from Danessa Myricks. Nice concealer. This shade is so yellow. Like it's like banana colored, and it's supposed to be a neutral undertone. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's not neutral. It is so yellow. I mean, I can fix it, but do I like it enough to really do that? No, not really. So that's gonna go. Best Skin Days. Iris and Romeo. This I'm going to put in the maybes because I don't really know how I feel about this. I know the shade is not great, but I haven't used this enough to really determine if I love it or not, or if I hate it. So I'm gonna put that in the maybes. The Refi concealer, also very, very new to me. We're gonna put that in the maybes too. Okay, I have 3 shades of Armani Luminous Silk concealer. One of these I bought myself. One of them, well, actually, maybe I think I bought one and 2 of them were sent to me. 4.5, very warm. I don't love that shade, but these 2 and 4.75 and 5 are okay. These are the same shades I kept in the foundation as well, so those can stay. Jouer concealer. This was sent to me a while ago. I've used it here and there. It's fine, but it's nothing super special. MAC Studio Radiance concealer, I like. That can stay. Lisa Eldridge I'm going to keep, although I will say I have not fallen in love with this product, but it's definitely something I want to hang on to. Haus Labs concealer. I do like this one. Is it a favorite, like top favorite? No. I do enjoy it though. All right. Those can stay. Tom Ford Jade and Illuminate. So I got this at a cosmetics company store one time. Is that a good shade for me? I really don't think it is. It looks warm and it looks dark. Let me actually compare it to something else that I have that's a little bit darker for me, like K-Town from, yeah. So there's the K-Town undertone is just so much better. Yeah, Tom Ford. It's gonna go. I have 2 of the Gucci concealer, and again, okay, this is one I definitely have never fallen in love with. I feel like those need to go in the maybes. I feel like I need to use those in a video or something to decide. Versed in the shade 3P. I love the skin tint. The concealer can go. The skin tint, the concealer is actually my least favorite product from the line that I've tried. Laura Mercier Real Flawless Concealer. That one I actually like. That one can stay. Okay, NARS Soft Matte. I have Custard and I have Madeline. I can honestly use either one of these. I love these for a blemish or something like that. They are kind of old though, I'm not gonna lie. They're very old. Do they smell weird? No? Madeline, I'm definitely gonna keep. I don't know about Custard. Custard is a darker shade. I'm gonna keep. RMS Uncover Up. Another one that the shade is not great. It's a very peachy color. I mean, honestly, I might be able to use this one actually as a color corrector. It's shade 11.5. So I might hang on to that for that and we'll test it. And finally, Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. Okay, this is a really good concealer and it's a good shade in Ecru. All right, and that is it for drawer number 1. We do have the maybe pile, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep those for like a get ready with me after I declutter everything, and we'll do like chopping block declutter, get ready with me, and I'll decide about those in those videos. But that is everything. Let's put everything back and we will move on to drawer number 2. Okay, in this drawer we have bronzers, powders, highlighters, and face palettes over there. I think for the most part this should be pretty quick. I think this one should go quicker than the first drawer because there's not as much stuff in here and I feel like I'm gonna know pretty easily what I want to keep here. So let's get started. I think I'm gonna start with powders, which are right here. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the powders that are very easy. Makeup by Mario, love. That's a definite keep. Kosas loose powder, another keep. Makeup Forever loose powder, another keep. Sigma loose powder. This is also really good. I love this powder actually, and no one talks about it, but it's very good. So that is a keep. RMS. This is actually going to go in the maybes because this is relatively new in my collection and I still feel very uncertain about it. I've used it a few times. I feel like I need to continue using it. I don't love it, but I don't dislike it either. So I think RMS can go in the maybes. I am actually going to declutter both Huda powders. I just don't love this powder. It's a little heavy for me. I don't love the scent either, and I never use them. I always go for the other loose ones. So those I will be decluttering. I have the original Prisme Libre powder from Givenchy in number 3. I don't really know what to do with this because obviously they don't make it anymore. Honestly, I might sell mine on Mercari or something because I don't really use it that much, and I know someone would love to have this since they don't make this anymore. So I think I will go ahead and declutter that. Now, other obvious keeps here. I just got the Givenchy pressed version of that powder, if I can open it, in shade number 3. This is just brand new, so that's a definite keep. I am going to declutter this La Mer powder. This is so old. Like, I've had this probably 3 years, maybe longer than that. This powder came from the cosmetics company store and they don't make it anymore. It's the pressed powder from La Mer. So that I'm going to declutter. I'm going to declutter this Fenty powder foundation. I don't really love it. I'm going to declutter the Laura Mercier, not Laura Mercier, Laura Geller powder foundation. I've tried this a few times. I don't really understand the hype. I'm going to be decluttering those. Okay, then I have 2 of the MAC Studio Fix. These are the old formula. They did just reformulate these. And I did buy one of the new ones to try it. N4, which is this one, is a really good neutral tone for me. So I'm going to hang on to that one. This one is NW22. I mean, honestly, I don't really need this because this is a pretty similar shade to the new one that I bought. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. Natasha Denona powder foundation, I really, really like. That can stay. Makeup Forever is going to go. I don't really use that anymore. Rare Beauty powder, also going to go. First of all, it's kind of dark for me, but this powder doesn't do much of anything. It doesn't really smooth. It doesn't really mattify very much. It has some pigment to it, but the pigment's a little bit too much. I don't know. I've never really fallen in love with that one. Kosas Cloud Set in pink. Easy keep. Laura Mercier Ultra Blur pressed. This is another really good one. Love the Tower 28. This is in Palisades Pink. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless in shade medium. I don't use this one much anymore, but I do like it. Hourglass. This is pretty good, but honestly, I don't use this much at all. Honestly, that could probably go in the maybes. This is brand new to me. I like this so far, but I haven't used it very much. But I'm going to hang on to it. The Ulta Beauty Color Correcting Powder. Ooh, okay, House Labs. This has been one of my favorite loose powders for a long time. That can stay. Hourglass Veil Powder, the loose one, another really good one. I do not like the MAC Studio Fix powder. Every time I use this, it looks heavy on my skin and it's just too much. I really don't like that one. That can go. Okay, I have a Bare Minerals Original Powder Foundation in Neutral Ivory. That's gonna stay. I always end up keeping a Bare Minerals. Okay, I have this Jouer powder. This is actually good. I just don't know if I'm gonna pull this out and use it out of all the other powders that I have, but it is good. I'm gonna put that in the maybes. NYX And Maybelline pressed powders. NYX is my favorite by far. I like Maybelline. This would be like my second favorite, but I like the NYX more. So I'm going to hang on to NYX. I'm going to declutter Maybelline, and then I have this. This is another product I don't use much, the Westman powder in Pink Bubble, but I need to get some more use out of this because this was so expensive. So I'm going to keep it and try to use it some more. But that is it for powder. Okay, that was good. That was quick. Okay, moving on to highlighters, which are right here. This should also be pretty easy. Keeping Dior Forever Glow Maximizers. These are my favorite liquid highlighters by far. Keep Victoria Beckham highlight stick. That's my favorite cream if I had to pick one. Keep Westman Atelier Peau de Pêche. Another really good one. I actually really like this one from Makeup Forever in Wherever Pearl. It is a powder and it's pretty intense, but it's really, really pretty actually for a powder. Keep Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Duo in Mood Light. Love this one. Kind of similar to like the Hourglass highlighters. Those are easy keeps. I will keep Fenty Diamond Balm. Honestly, I don't really use this like highlight. I would use this like an eyeshadow, but I'm going to keep that. Those are the really obvious ones, honestly. Okay, MAC Soft and Gentle. I am going to hang on to this. This is classic. I don't know why I don't reach for this more. I love this formula and this color is so pretty. So MAC can stay. Okay, these are the Patrick Ta highlights, the Major Glow. I think they've discontinued them. I have Baby and I think this is Daddy. Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably not going to use them. I don't use them very often, so I think those can go. Cali Ray highlighter. I don't use. It's pretty, but I don't use it. This one from Fenty. This is the Demi Glow, even though there's nothing like Demi about this. It's very, very intense. That one's gonna be a maybe. Cali Ray's gonna be discontinue, or not discontinue, declutter. Sigma, pretty, but I don't just love it. I think that can go. RMS, we have shade Prosecco Fizz. I bought this one time. It was on like 50% off sale on the website. Yeah, okay, RMS is gonna stay. This Amrezy highlighter, I am not gonna use that. I don't know why I still have it, to be honest. Rare Beauty liquid highlight. This is gonna go. I prefer the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. Westman in the shade Nectar. That's gonna be a maybe. Merit highlight in Kava. Similar, I would say, to Victoria Beckham, and I prefer the Victoria Beckham. And then this new one from L'Oreal, the Le Glace. This is another one that's really pretty. I don't know if I need it though, you know. I'm gonna hang on to that one. Rare Beauty powder in the shade Exhilarate. Honestly, this is kind of a similar shade to the RMS one, so I definitely don't need both. Okay, I think I might keep RMS and declutter Rare Beauty. They're like the same color, so I don't need both. Okay, that's it for highlight. I'm gonna have to do these quick because I'm sitting on the floor and 37 weeks pregnant. That is not an easy task. So let's do the bronzers, which are right here. Okay, easy keeps. NARS Laguna 01, really good cream bronzer. Be decisive, Blair. You have to be decisive. You must. Okay. Makeup by Mario. Bronzing serums. Light, light, medium. These are non-negotiable. Have to have those. Westman Atelier in Biscuit. I also have Westman Atelier in Truffle. I don't really know why I have this, to be honest, because this is a little bit dark for me. I'm definitely keeping Biscuit. Truffle I might sell because honestly it's like barely used. There's nothing wrong with it. so that can go. Other easy keeps. Oh, Beach Walk Betty, easy keep from RMS. I also have Tan Lines, which is deeper. Tan Lines is gonna go. I like Beach Walk Betty better. Victoria Beckham bronzer in shade 2. I really like this. The only thing about it is it gets really bad hard pan, but I love that, so that can stay. House Labs, I have Light Level 3, which was one of the older shades. I'm gonna declutter that, and I'm gonna keep the new one, which is Soleil Sand. Easy keep, Lancome, the matte bronzer, really, really good. Smoothing, kind of blurring bronzer. Danessa Myricks Balm Contour. This has way too much yellow in it for me. Every time I use it, this color just looks odd on me. It's like number 1. So I'm gonna declutter that. I'll probably resell that too because there's not really anything wrong with it. This is Old as the Hills. The packaging doesn't even look like this anymore. This is a great drugstore bronzer though. That's gonna go. This is discontinued. I don't know what's going on with Give, but you cannot get Give anymore. So that's gonna go. MAC Skin Finish in medium matte rosy. Okay, my memory card just filled up and I'm just like going along and I missed filming a ton of these. So I put some of them back in here so we can start over. I might have overlapped some here, but I don't know. Anyways, okay, so bronzer. I'm gonna get rid of the Give bronzer. This is okay, actually. I like it, but I have no idea what's going on with this brand. So I think that can go. This is Old as the Hills. This is Milani bronzer. The Silky Matte, really good, but that one's super old. Okay, I have Tara from Tom Ford. That one can stay. Sigma is, like, I don't know the last time I reached for this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that one. Sephora Collection. This is a really pretty shade. It's Golden Gate. I think I can get rid of it. I don't feel like I need it. I have 2 from Patrick Ta. I have She's Sculpted and She's Bronzed. I like She's Bronzed the best, which is this one. This is the warmer one. I don't feel like I need both. I feel like I definitely use She's Bronzed the most. She's Sculpted is nice. It's a much cooler tone. And I don't know, I don't love She's Sculpted on me personally, so I think I can let that one go. Okay, Dibs bronzer. This one I have not used enough, to be honest, to really decide. So that's gonna be a maybe. Chantecaille Real Bronze. That's gotta stay. That's too pretty to go. I have this one from NYX. This is the All Butted Up in the Butter Bronzer. This is a really unique shade, this like rosy color, which makes me want to keep it, but am I gonna pull this out and use it? I do really like the color of that one. I think that can stay. Okay, then I have 2 of the Chanel cream bronzers. Now I know they've just, I guess they're relaunching these with new shades and changing the formula. I haven't used either of mine in quite a while. This is the light one, and then I have the deep one. I don't have the medium one, but I kind of want to hang on to these to compare to the new one. I don't think they're out in the United States yet, but I do plan to get those when I can. Milani cream bronzer. I'm gonna hang on to that for a video. Surratt, ooh, this is another good bronzer in Soleil Dew. That one can stay. Merit Bronze Balm can stay. New Rare Beauty Contour. I'm still kind of testing this, but to be honest, this is not my favorite so far, but it's too new for me to get rid of it. I am going to keep the Say Dew Bronze. Keeping Victoria Beckham Contour Stylist, although I'm not a huge fan of this product, to be honest, but for a Victoria Beckham video, I'm going to hang on to it. Rare Beauty Cream Bronzer. I used to love this, but I think I'm actually gonna declutter that. I don't ever use that one. I have Persona cream bronzer in Mojave and Dune. Mojave is more for when I'm really fair. Dune is much warmer. I feel like I could get rid of those, honestly. Maybelline Lifter Stick. I got this to use as a bronzer, and actually it does work. That's gonna be a maybe as well. I don't feel like I can decide right this second. So that's it for bronzer. And then finally, we have face palettes over here. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna get rid of, to be honest, because most of what I see I want to keep. 2 Hourglass palette. This is from 2 holidays ago. This is from last holiday. I'm a sucker for these. What can I say? Those have to stay. Obvious Keep Dior highlighter palette. You'd have to pry this from my hands. I just got this NARS face palette. Like just got it, and I really like it. That's staying. These are the brand new Westman Duos. Still trying to test these out a little bit more. I definitely prefer this one with the 2 blushes on the inside as opposed to the one with the blush and the contour, but those are gonna stay for now. This is so old. I should absolutely get rid of this. The Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. For some reason, I have such an attachment to this, and I don't know why. Am I gonna pull that out and use it? Probably not. That one, we're gonna finally let go. I actually love this palette, so this will stay. The Hyper Natural Face Palette, Pregnancy Brain. I can't even remember the name of it. I feel like a lot of people didn't like this, but I actually love this palette. So that can stay. This is something I've never been able to like fall in love with. And I don't know if it's the colors or what it is. Every time I've tried to use this, I don't love the outcome. And I don't really know what it is, because it seems like it would be something that I would like. This Makeup Forever cream palette. It has so many different shades and stuff in it. So I almost wonder if I should like sell this, because I just don't use it. Okay, the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Powder Trio. Okay, I love this. Honestly, I could probably use the light one. This is medium coral. Is that right? Yeah, medium coral. I've thought about selling this one and buying it again in the light coral. I think I could definitely use medium. If you have light coral in this, let me know how much of a difference there is between the two. I'm gonna hang on to that for right now until I decide. And then this palette from Charlotte Tilbury makes it every single time, because there's just something about this little palette that I just love, and I just don't want to get rid of it. That one's gonna stay. All right, that is everything for this drawer. I think I did okay in this category, I think. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and get all the things I'm keeping, and then I'll put them back in the drawer. All right, last but not least, blushes. These are gonna be more difficult, but we're gonna get rid of some here because I have a lot that I definitely don't want to get rid of, but there's definitely some in here that I just never ever reach for, and there's just no point to me keeping all of them. So let's start with Easy Keeps first. Okay, so I have 3 of the new Rare Beauty blushes. These are like one of my new favorite formulas. I have 3 and I'm keeping all 3. I also have 3 of the new matte Power 28 blushes. Those I really like as well. So those are easy keeps. The Rhode Pocket Blushes, I have Freckle, Piggy, and Toasted Teddy, and I actually love all of these. I actually really like this formula. I don't hate the packaging. I mean, it's not my favorite thing in the entire world. It's kind of bulky and I don't know. I think it could have been a little bit more sleek looking, but I do really like these blushes. So those are all gonna stay. Okay, more easy keeps. This new Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. That's brand new. I have a Say Dew Blush here, and I think I thought I had a second one, but I'm only seeing one. These I do like. They're not my favorite formula, and they also do sometimes leak, which is kind of annoying. You have to be kind of careful with them. This one is in the shade Sweetie. This one's a really pretty color though. I am going to keep Sweetie. YSL Make Me Blush in 44. That's an easy keep. Pretty much all of my Merit blushes. I have Beverly Hills, Bespoke, Cheeky, and Stockholm. I really like all of these. Yeah, I like all the Merit blushes. I'm gonna keep all of those. What else do we have in here? Okay, I have this. This is such a good product, the NARS Liquid Blush in Orgasm. But this, I don't even know how old this is. You can't get it anymore. That I'm gonna declutter, because yeah, what's the point? This Givenchy Loose Blush, I'm also gonna declutter. I don't use this anymore. I did there for a while when it came out, but a loose blush like this is not like the most practical thing, and I just know out of all my blushes, I'm not gonna reach for this one over all of these, so that one can go. This e.l.f. Putty Blush back here, this color is actually pretty, but this is what I hate about the e.l.f. Putty Blushes. They get like glazed over on the top and kind of gross looking. You have to really like break the seal again and warm them up, and I don't know. I just don't use that, so that can go. Okay, I have tons of Persona blushes here, and I definitely don't need all of these. Okay, I love Carmel and I love Bloom. Those two can definitely stay. Bubble is pretty, but I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of over the electric pink thing. Jam is kind of like a berry color, but I have another berry blush in a cream that I like more than this, so I think those can go. And then I have Georgia and I have Teddy. Teddy's kind of like a terracotta color. It is kind of pretty though. That one can stay. Georgia, I don't have too many like peachy blushes at all. Actually, both of those are gonna go in the maybes because I don't feel super confident about those colors. Okay, I have tons, or I have 5 of the Rare Beauty blushes, which I do like. I don't use them like I used to though. So I feel like I definitely don't need all of these. Hope is probably my favorite one. So Hope can stay. I also have Encourage. Encourage is pretty. Happy, Bliss, and Grace. Encourage, I want to keep. Bliss is pretty because it's one of the matte ones. Honestly, I could keep Bliss. I think I might get rid of Happy and Grace. I don't feel like I need both of those. So those can go. I think I will also declutter these Pat McGrath cream blushes. I don't ever use those. I will declutter the Give Dewy Plump. I think Give is going away. I'm just assuming that they are. I have 2 of the Cooling Water tints from Milk. I don't need both. These were sent to me. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one in Chill, and I'm gonna declutter Splash. e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. Just not a huge fan of those. I think I'm in the minority there, but I don't love it. This is very, very new, the watermelon blush from Glow Recipe. I'm gonna hang on to that for now. Then I have a bunch right here. 2 from House Labs, these glossy balms. I love both of those. I have this Color Science blush. I actually took that to Florida with me the last time I went. I don't love the formula on that. I know it's supposed to be more for like the SPF, but I don't love it. The Victoria Beckham blush in Fame is a really pretty berry tone that I like more than the other one. So those both will stay. This is new to me, this blush filter from Huda in Latte, that can stay. Jane Iredale blush, I've never been a huge fan of that one. That can go. This Nude Sticks, what is this, in Sunkissed? I don't ever use it. I think that can go. I have 4 Westman blushes. I have Chochette, which is like a light peachy pink. I have Petal, of course, and then I have Popette, which is the really pretty like hot pink. And then I have, I'm not sure if it's Dodo or Doo Doo, I'm not really sure. But I love the Westman blushes. Those will all stay. Cali Ray, this one is okay, but it's not anything that I just fell in love with. I think that could go. I'm going to keep the Chantecaille gel blush. This is actually really pretty. I have 2 from Makeup by Mario. I have Dusty Rose. Yeah, Dusty Rose I really like. This one I could probably live without. This is Sweet Pink. I'm going to put those in the maybes, I think. And then I have this one from Ami Collet. That was okay. I don't think I'm going to use it though. That can go. I have a bunch of the dip sticks. I go back and forth on these. Sometimes I really like them. Sometimes I think they're just okay. I'm going to hang on to those from Dibs. These are going to be easy. 3 YSL, or not YSL, RMS blushes. I have Crystal Slipper, Cur Royale, and then French Rosé. Love those. Those can stay. All my Hourglass blushes are gonna stay. Kosas blushes, gonna stay. My YSL blushes, going to stay. I think I might actually declutter this. I might resell this Chantecaille blush. This is just not something that I've ever fallen in love with, really. So I think that can go. The Dior Backstage. That one's really pretty. I know they're about to redo these as well, so they're about to look different packaging, I think different formula also, but I'm gonna keep those for now. This Bare Minerals blush, I just can't bring myself to get rid of. It's a loose blush in Hint. I mean, I don't ever use it, but I'm gonna hold on to it. I have these Armani blushes. This is 51 and 50. Those I've never really fallen head over heels in love with either. I feel like I could definitely declutter those. New Say One and Mia can stay. This is brand new to me, this Chanel blush in Rose Bronze. That can stay. Okay, moving over this way. I have a Gucci blush here in Radiant Pink. I have a bunch of the Mario blush veils. I have Perfect Pink, Strawberry Sunset, which this is one of my favorites, especially for summertime. I have, what is this one? Pinch Me Pink that I love also. And then this is the coral one. That one I use the least, but I don't know, part of me thinks I should keep it anyway. I love this formula. I also have Barely Blushing, but that one's in my project pan right now. Those, I have to keep those. I love those. I have 2 of the powders from Mario, Mellow Mauve and Poppy Pink. I love both of those. Okay, the Patrick Ta blushes. I'm kind of torn on this because Obviously, I love these blushes. They're like one of my favorite makeup products ever. I do have a few shades in them that I don't use very much. So I'm debating if I need to keep those or not. I probably will, just for like, because of what I do. I make videos, and a lot of you asked me about how colors compare to like certain Patrick Ta colors. So I will probably keep them. But there's definitely a few that I don't use very much. She's Seductive. I use a lot, not too much. I use a lot. She Goes to the Gym is one of the new colors. Love that one. She's Giving. Now that's one I don't use that much. That's like neon pink. She's The Moment, another peach color that I don't use very much. So I don't know. Just enough. This is a really pretty like cool toned pink. I definitely keep that one. She's So LA. This is probably my least used of all of them, but part of me also kind of wants to get this out and start using it and experiment with it a little bit. So yeah, She's That Girl. This is the first one I ever loved. Still love that one. She's Blushing. Oh gosh, that's another good one. Most of them I really like. She's Wanted, another good one. Yeah, I can't get rid of my Patrick Ta blushes. I just can't do it. These two, Oh She's Different. That's pretty. I don't use it a ton, but it is pretty. And She's Flushed, I also don't really use. But anyway, I'm probably going to keep all my Patrick Ta blushes. I also have all 3 of the blush palettes that he's done, which are old now, but again, I just like, I can't bring myself to get rid of these. I just can't. Yeah, I'm keeping the Patrick Tas. I don't care if they're old. I'm keeping them. All right, what else do we have in here that's obvious? Keep. Bare Minerals Bronzer, Kiss of Pink, keep. It's old, but I'm keeping it. Dior Rosy Glow. Do I have another hot pink? Yeah, I do. I think I could let that go. Honestly, I don't see myself reaching for that. Definite keep. Laura Mercier Chai. This Sephora collection is also really pretty, but it's so similar to one of my Tarte blushes. This one is in the shade Self Made. It's like a really pretty, like rosier nude. I like that one though. I'm gonna keep that one. Valentino. This blush, I've never fallen in love with this one either. I mean, it's pretty. Sometimes I think about ordering a different shade. I don't think this shade is like my absolute favorite. I probably wouldn't pick this one again. I think I could let that go. Okay, this is a MAC blush in Blush Baby. I ordered that one time, but I don't use it. I think I could declutter that. I also have Sunbask from MAC that I don't love. I don't love that sheer tone formula. Okay, this is really pretty. It's Into the Pink from MAC again. It's one of the Extra Dimension blushes. That one I'm gonna keep. Warm Soul I'm gonna keep. So Natural from MAC in the Glow Play formula. I like the other shade that I have more than this. The other shade that I have is Blush Please. This one doesn't show up very much. It's kind of, I don't know, and I have pretty light skin, but this color is very subtle. Kind of feel like I could get rid of that one. Almay blush. This is pretty, but I never use that. Natasha Denona, My Mini Dreams. I never use it. I think I could probably sell that. Fenty Cream. This is old as the hills, like probably 3+ years old. That can go. Laura Geller blush, not a favorite. That can go. 2 Persona blushes. We have Georgia and Bubble. Bubble, I mean, I don't need this many of these bright pinks because I don't use them anymore. Georgia, I'm gonna keep in the powder. Bubble, I think can go. Makeup Forever. I am not a fan of this formula. I find it really hard to apply. It's very powdery and I don't know, the formula can kind of go on patchy. I've never been a huge fan of that one. I think that can go. Benefit Willa, I think can go. NARS Behave, really pretty like peachy blush, that can stay. And then I did not realize that I have Thrill in a single because I just bought that NARS palette that has Thrill in it. I think I might sell that on Mercari. I have 2 of the Fenty, what are these called? The Suede powder blushes. Okay, these are really good. I have Petal Poppin' and Bacon Cakes. I like both of those. I have this Tom Ford blush that I got a long time ago from the cosmetics company store. I don't ever reach for this, but I feel like I need to pull this out and use it some more. I don't really know exactly how I feel about that formula. I'm going to keep it though. And then I have a NYX Buttermelt blush in Butter Together. This is a really good formula from what I can remember. I'm going to keep that one. I think I did pretty well there. I mean, I kept a lot, but I feel like I got rid of some. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in here, and that'll be it for part 1 of my makeup collection declutter.